Content. We will be going over decimals, trailing and leading zeros, and rounding. Decimals. Decimal numbers are numeric values that include a whole number, a decimal point, and a decimal fraction. In this example, 6,154 is our whole number, we have our decimal point, and then 8313 is our decimal fraction. Each number has its place. The 6 is in the thousands place, the 1 is in the hundreds place, the 5 is in the tens place, and the 4 is in the ones place. After your decimal, the 8 is in the tens place, the 3 is in the hundreds place, the 1 is in the thousands place, and the last 3 is in the 10,000s place. We also have a table here to help you identify the places of each number. In this table, we can see that the decimal fractions can be referred to by two different names. The 5 is in the first decimal place or the tens place, the 6 is in the second decimal place or the hundreds place, the 7 is in the third decimal place or the thousands place, and the 8 is in the fourth decimal place or the 10,000s place. They can use both ways to identify which place we'll be using to round. There are practice worksheets and math calculation and dosage tutors available at the NaHCLE. Rounding decimal numbers is a convenient way to round an answer. We use an approximate answer rather than the exact one. If the digit you are asked to round is followed by a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, numbers that are less than 5, then round the digit down. In this example, we're going to round off 0.8345 to the second decimal place. We're going to do the following. Look at the digit after the second decimal place. This would be the number to the right or the number on the third decimal place. Because this digit is 4, which is less than 5, we're going to round off 0.8345 by leaving the second decimal digit alone. Finally, we're going to drop off all the digits after the second decimal place. So 0.8345 is approximated by 0.83 when rounded off to the second decimal place. If the digit you are asked to round is followed by a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, numbers that are equal to or greater than 5, then round the digit up. In this next example, we are going to round 1.267 to the first decimal place. We're going to look at the digit after the first decimal place, which is going to be the number to the right or the digit in the second decimal place. Because this digit is a 6, which is greater than 5, we're going to round off 1.267 by adding 1 to the number on the first decimal place. Finally, drop off all the digits after the first decimal place. So 1.267 is approximated by 1.3 when rounded off to the first decimal place. There are practice worksheets and math calculation and dosage tutors available at the NaHCLE. No trailing zeros and always place a leading zero. The no trailing zero rule dictates that for decimal answers, we must eliminate unnecessary zeros at the end of the number to avoid confusion. The Joint Commission forbids using trailing zeros for medication orders and documentation, and caution that the decimal point may be missed when an unnecessary zero is written. So the correct form to write 10 is simply just using one zero. The incorrect form is 10.0 because it can be misinterpreted as 100 if the decimal point is not clear or overlooked. Always place a leading zero to the left of the decimal point to emphasize that the number has a value less than 1. The Joint Commission's official do not use list prohibits writing a decimal fraction that is less than 1 without a leading zero. The correct form is 0.45. The incorrect form is 0.45 because, again, it can be misinterpreted as 45 if the decimal point is not clear or overlooked. So here in this example 00.12340, we eliminate one of the unnecessary zeros and leave just one leading zero, and then we eliminate the trailing zero. Disclaimer: the Math and Dosage Calculation Series are a resource created to strengthen the comprehension of the concepts required for the NIH's nursing program. These supplemental materials do not guarantee a passing grade and may differ from actual test questions. Proficiency in math and dosage calculation is an integral part of safe nursing care. To assist the students in preparation for math tests, math modules are available through the CLE or by request from the ADN department. Other ways to prepare for the test include purchase and study the practice exercises in a medication math book, utilize the CLE tutors, and practice worksheets at the CLE. Note: always follow course directives and instructor preferences. Do not hesitate to contact instructors with additional questions or for clarification. References: